This is a scheme essentially controlled by the state scheme to leverage predatory pricing, IP theft, economic coercion, debt trap, support to resource-rich countries like Russia and Iran, control over critical supply chains, all centrally coordinated to weaken China's adversaries, strengthen its own capabilities, to ultimately leverage control over countries and make them its puppets.
China's going to do what China's going to do. And I think they're going to remain a bully. I think it's going to be very hard to change that behavior fundamentally. We need to have something to offer all of these countries, these partners. We need to offer them market access or infrastructure investment or capacity building or something that is an alternative to what China's offering, because in a lot of cases, countries are seeing China's coming and building the road or offering the Huawei equipment or something. And we need to have something to say about that isn't just, you shouldn't buy that stuff. We need to be able to offer something as an alternative.
EV charging stations connect to the grid. The software can be injected into the grid, right? And create major vulnerabilities. Smart homes connect to the telecom infrastructure and the energy grid. Those malicious codes can be transferred to the telecom infrastructure, to the energy grid. Our vulnerabilities are huge and vast, and we're not doing enough to on the defensive side to shore up our vulnerabilities.
It's not realistic to decouple as a general matter, but there are targeted decoupling we can do in the U.S. In the October 7th, 2022 measures on high-end semiconductors and equipment is an example of where we are really decoupling in that area, and that's appropriate. And secondly, de-risking more broadly, that's what all the supply chain resilience stuff is about. That's what attempts to try to reduce our vulnerabilities for, as was discussed before, on critical minerals or rare earths and so forth. So I think that is an appropriate approach.